Hey guys, it's Ted with HDpiano. Here's the intro and verse to Level of Concern by 21 Pilots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's the verse, 3, 4. And that leads us into the pre-chorus. So there's the intro and the verse. The rest of the sections of this song are all on HDpiano.com if you're not already there. So we're in the key of G major for this song. Here's a G major scale. All white keys with just that F sharp in there. It's our one black key. So let me start by just showing you the 3 chords that we're using in these parts of the song. So we start on C major 7. This is the 4 chord in G. That means it starts on the 4th note of the scale. So C major 7. And then we're just going to walk down that same chord shape down the scale. So we go from C major 7 down to all those notes to the very next note in the scale, and this is called a B minor 7. And then down one more to A minor 7. So that's it for the chords, okay? Everything else is how we're gonna break up the chords and what rhythms we're playing. So let's start with the verse. This is the more rhythmic section, and we're kind of playing the rhythmic hits that they play in the second verse of the recording. So you see how I'm splitting up the chords. I have the root note, the bass note in my left hand, and the rest of the chord in my right hand. Simple shape here. And now I'm going to count through the rhythm with you, a little bit slower than the recording, so it'll sound like this. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Let's pause there. So what's cool about that, and also what's a little tricky, is that these chords are all pushed. We call something a push when it's not on the beat, it's on the second part of the beat. It's on the 8th note, or the and of the beat. So a little faster, try that with me. It's going to sound like this. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and going on 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and So that last thing is the hardest thing rhythmically. Let's check that out. The last measure of the 4-bar phrase here, we're actually playing a little 16th note push, and that sounds like this. Counting 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and that leads us back into the top of the phrase. All right, so there's our verse phrase. Let me play the whole thing through for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that leads us into the pre-chorus. So there's the verse, and both verses are the same in our arrangement. The only difference in the intro, we're not playing as much rhythmically, but we do have this fun rolled chord up an octave. So check this out. We start on C major 7, and then on the 3rd beat, we're playing this same shape, but we're adding the B at the octave in our thumb, and then we move everything up 1 octave. And you hear this a little bit in the recording on the second phrase. You can hear a little piano in the recording that does something like this. So it's going to sound like this. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So you see how I kept that exact same shape in my right hand. And just as I was before, I moved that shape down the scale for those other 2 chords, the B minor 7 and the A minor 7. And there you have it. That's the only thing that's different in the intro compared to the verse. So the rest of this song is in the other lesson sections on hdpiano.com. And I'm Ted with HDpiano. It's been a pleasure teaching you, and I hope to see you in the next lesson.